The man stuck his head into the fridge, eagerly shoveling years-old ice into his mouth. He looked like he was thoroughly enjoying it. Then he gathered the ice and sucked it up like jelly, ravenously. Still unsatisfied, he kept licking the frost off the shelves. He licked the shelf clean until it was as smooth as a mirror and not a speck of ice remained on the walls. Only then did Jack finally breathe a sigh of relief, burying his head in the fridge and closing his eyes in comfort, as if in paradise. But the next second, he suddenly burst into tears inside the fridge. A man in his 60s crying like a child. It was a pitiful sight, like he had suffered some unbearable grievance. Soon he wiped his nose, dried his tears, and struggled to pull himself out of the fridge. As a burglar, Jack had been trapped in this luxury home for 2 full days and nights. If he didn't find a way out soon, he'd die of thirst even if he didn't starve. But escaping was no easy task. The mansion was on the 60th floor, with soundproof, explosion-proof glass all around. Aside from the locked front door, there was no way out. Jack felt around the door and found it was made entirely of solid wood. He ran his fingers along every seam, looking for the weakest spot. He started digging into it with a small knife, hoping to carve a hole to open it from the outside. Soon Jack succeeded in chiseling away at the woodwork on the outer panels of the door, revealing the relatively soft inner panels. Encouraged, he sped up, wood chips flying with every stab. But as time passed, the broken central air grew hotter and hotter. Sweat dripped down his neck. Suddenly, his knife hit something with a dull thud. Panicked, he touched it didn't feel like wood. Worried, he jabbed at it hard with the knife. In despair, he discovered a thick steel plate embedded in the door. Without professional tools it is impossible to open. Helpless, he lay on the coffee table in despair.